Welcome back for another awesome video. Today, judging by the title you've already seen, you know what's going to happen. What we're doing. We're going to be unboxing a new car. But Jimmy doesn't know what it is.
Nope.
So he's going to be excited. I ordered it. I told him I ordered it, but I wouldn't tell him anything about it. I gave him a few hints or there. He has some ideas, but he's not for sure what it is. Let's just get into it. No more talking. Let's just get it. Let's wheel this sucker over here and start surprising Jimmy.
All right, what you got that thing under? A parachute?
It's a car cover.
It's a car cover. It looks like a big old parachute.
There's a couple boxes here, which
don't knock them off in Florida.
One of them, this is nothing major. This is just the receiver and transmitter. So I got a Flysky GT3B, but this next one will give part of it away. So we're going to go ahead and just, this came with it. Can you tell what that is? Can you tell what that is? Ooh, that's going to sound amazing. We got to install it though. This is exhaust. Okay. All right, I'm going to put it up on the table. So turn around. This is fun. Okay, I'm covering it up. All right, we're going to let him see it.
Suspense is killing me.
Unleash the Kraken.
The Kraken! Oh, no way. I had a feeling it was the Kraken, but I wasn't sure.
This thing is going to rip.
Oh.
I got all of this stuff. I got the only thing I didn't get from Dave's was the Flysky radio. I got the exhaust from Dave. I got this from Dave's, and I got the battery from Dave's. So link will be in the description for all the stuff that we have in video. Ooh, can you see that? Ooh, that's awesome. This is the Kraken Vekta.5. This thing is a buggy that I haven't seen anything like it. I mean, it looks amazing. This one came with a 32cc Zenoa engine. Let's get this thing out of the box and see what it looks like.
Let's release the Kraken.
Let's release the Kraken. All right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I could tell how big that is.
That thing is huge.
Here, let's bring him over here. Let's let him over.
I mean, that's my hand. Look how big that thing is. That thing is huge. That's way bigger than a 5th scale Baja.
That looks bigger than a 5th scale. You know, that truck right there, that Rampage is a 5th scale. Right there.
And it's bigger than that.
And it's bigger than that. Now, what you pulling out there? What is that?
This is just the instruction manual. That's it. Oh, and the antenna cover.
Pull that back.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's the money.
That thing is heavy.
Look at that down there, man.
Look at those supports.
No wonder they call it the Kraken. Look how well built that thing
That's
looks.
billet right there. That's billet. Oh my gosh. Look at the drivetrain. All-wheel drive Kraken. That looks perfect. Let's see what else is in this box. We got owner's manual.
Oh, tool, okay.
Plug, tool. This must be the hub. All right, and we have intake. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and take the body off and start installing the exhaust. So this is a little different than most bodies. It's not just a few pins, it's actually like 4 screws and a pin. So let's get into it, let's get at it. Let's install that exhaust. I can't wait to hear it. And the radio, yeah. Everything we need to make this thing get going. We want to start testing it out and breaking it in. I've never seen a pin like that before. It's pretty cool. Look at that. I actually like that. It's not flimsy. This thing is a beast. It's a little different. It's actually a lot different than the Bajas because the engines, you can tell the engine's mounted differently. On the Bajas, it's turned this way, so it's rotated. I don't know exactly how we're going to do the pull start yet because it's kind of in the way. I'd rather not have to take the full body off every time, so I'm going to research that and see how to actually pull start. Yeah, if you have any ideas, if you've seen these before and you have any idea how to pull start with the body on, throw it down in the comments because I have no clue. Just being honest. This thing has a gigantic gas tank.
It looks about easy twice the size of the Bajas.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing is massive. I mean, look at this frame. It's like...
It's metal.
It's metal. I love the actual painting on it.
Metal chassis.
The naming. Oh, yeah. Look at these. The shock braces. Oh, my gosh. This thing is amazing. I can't wait to get this thing out on the track when we get it done. That is going to be friggin' amazing. It's going to be awesome.
What you got going on there?
All right. I'm going to at least pull this sucker out. Now, I have done a little bit of research on this, so I'm a little more familiar with how to do it. It's pretty simple. Oh my goodness.
That won't fit.
Look at that.
Hey, Daniel, guess what I hear?
The train.
I hear the train.
All right, so before we do this, I don't want it to kind of interfere with what we're doing with the receiver, so we're going to go ahead and install the receiver. Look at that servo. Oh my gosh, the Kraken servo. All right, we're going to go ahead and unbox the Flysky radio.
Couldn't hear you over the train.
It came with the receiver.
Our last one didn't come with the receiver. Hey, and if you missed that video, we'll link it for you so you can watch it.
All right, we went ahead and wired this up just to make sure that we get the right colors and the right wires where it needs to be. We got it all working. So it's all bound already from the factory. So
that's fast.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what happened?
We had no throttle. Oh.
Come loose.
No, I plugged in the wrong one. There we go.
Whoops. Okay. Now let's lift this up. Wow, look how fast that steering is.
Man, that's pretty nice. Woo!
All right, let's mount that thing.
Mount it. All right, we got all the wires and battery good to go now. We had a little bit of an issue with the switch wire not being long enough to reach where we needed to mount the receiver. So now we just happen to have an extension. It's way too long, but we'll fix that later. We got it all in there. It's not pretty, but we'll fix it later. But everything works. We got room, we got the battery in there. We're good to go. So now we're going to turn this off and start on the exhaust. Ready for a time lapse. We had a little bit of trouble getting the exhaust mounted to this cross beam here. The bolt that comes with it it's like 2 separate bolts with a piece of rubber in the middle, and the bolts aren't connected. And we had a little bit of trouble getting it to actually take the bolt or the nut, and we broke off one of the bolts. So we have improvised and made a room. We took the rubber and drilled it through, put our own bolt through it, and now it's sturdy, so it's going to have to do.
And it's still got the rubber bracing on it.
Yeah, it still has a rubber brace.
Yeah, we still got the bracing on it, still got the lock, nut, and washer.
Yep.
It's just a different bolt. A little easier with the screw head. It won't back out.
You know what time it is.
Mix the fuel.
Mix the fuel.
Mix the fuel.
Start this thing up.
Fill her up. Just for a couple burps to get her running.
Oh yeah. Pump her up.
What?
Pump up the ball. All the air out of the lines. Okay, looks like we're good there. Before we go any further, if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, please. And if you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. Hit that bell so way you get notified when we put out some stuff for you, some content, especially with this sucker. Let's get back to it.
First brap.
First brap.
Okay.
Oh, that was quick.
Oh.
That was the first time. Like,
Take choke off.
I promise. We didn't do anything to this. Take
Yeah.
the first choke off here.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my God. So we got to fire it up on just 4 pulls. 1 choked, and then 3 more pulls, and brapping like crazy. This thing is awesome. So we're going to set it outside and let it break in for a little bit, and then we'll do some ripping. Alright, we're going to let her idle for a little bit, break in.
Do some heat cycles on it.
Yeah, we're going to do some heat cycles, so we'll let it run for a little bit, turn it off, run it a little bit, turn it off, and at least get a tank of gas out of it. So, stay tuned. Alright, it's a couple days later. We're going to finish breaking the Kraken in. So we've already let it idle for a while, a whole tank of gas. So now we're going to run it at varying speeds and break it in the rest of the way, and then we're going to start ripping. Let's get to it. There we go.
Yeah,
She's
she's
ready
going to
now.
come alive.
We're going to let it get warmed up, and we'll start running. Alright, it's warmed up. Let's start breaking it in, varying speeds, no more than 50% throttle for the rest of this tank, and then we'll start ripping.
Oh! You know what that big dust storm reminded me of?
What?
The OG HPI video, one of the first one we did with the 5th scale.
That's right. And if you missed that video, go ahead and click up here in the corner. Go check it out. It's pretty awesome. Did I say up here? I think it's up there. I get messed up all the time, so I don't know. Go check it out anyway.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. I lost it.
Brakes. Got good brakes. All right, we're almost through with this tank of gas, and then we get to really rip it. But that's gonna do it for this video, because on the next video, when we get done breaking this in, we're going to run it against those. Kraken versus Rovan versus HPI Baja 5Bs.
Woo!
Stay tuned for that action. That's going to do it for Being Powered today. God bless you. God bless America. Being Powered out.